So um, after all of my basic training and everything, and I was told I was going to Vietnam, which I did. This is when reality started really kicking in about my lifestyle. What did I really want to do with my life? How did I want to accomplish things? And could I accomplish things being in the military that I wanted to accomplish, not the military? So I had to make a decision about how I was going to do that. So I decided at that time frame that I was going to go back to some of the things that my grandmother had said, believe it or not, about planning your life and making sure that those things that you planned, which she didn't call it goal setting, she just called it planning. The things that you plan for your life, make sure they're not, in her own terms, don't bite off anything bigger than you can chew. In other words, uh, set goals or plans that you can accomplish. And once you accomplish those, then you set larger goals for something else that you want to accomplish, keeping in mind that everything that you were doing was geared toward you having a glorious and great life. So that was the lifestyle that she had for herself, and I kind of emulated that by doing the same thing, but only I call it goal setting. In my life, in anyone's life, not just mine, I think the only way that you can be, and I don't really think that I'm a successful person because I really haven't gotten where I wanted to be yet. But I would probably say that, you know, if you want to get where you want to go, you're going to have to set goals in order to do that. And you got to set those kind of goals that you can attain. If you can't attain it, it's not worth setting them because you'll never get to that point.
Yep.
Okay, so you have to set goals that you can reach, no matter how small or how large they are. You got to do that. And so I based my life on setting goals. What do I want to be when I finish all of this? How far do I want to go in the military? What do I want to do after I get out of the military? Am I just going to be dormant, stagnant, and okay, like a lot of people I know and see around me? Or do I want to continue learning and educating myself and getting smarter about things that I do and making life better for myself and my family if I have one, but at that time I didn't have one. So that's how
Art,
I actually set my life up. Of course, needless to
Art,
say that.
I was Art, I was just going to say what you just said about goal setting is interesting because in the professional world that I grew up in, that Joanne grew up, when we talk about goals in our professional world, they always tell us to extend it, to go beyond, not just what you can accomplish, but you want
Right.
to extend it. So that causes a lot of stress because you're trying to meet that extended goal instead of what you know that you can really achieve. So
Right.
that's a learning. I had to heard that before, so I appreciate you saying that.
No
That's
one,
probably a learning for our audience as well. So thank you.
yeah, no one ever said that you know you got it's easy. I mean, life is not easy, but I mean,
Right.
when you set yourself up for failure, guess what? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna fail. So when you're setting goals, set goals that you can actually attain, reach.
Right.
Okay, if you don't do that, then you're going to fall to the wayside because you'll never reach any goals. How can you reset other goals if you don't reach the initial ones that you make? You can't do that,
Agree.
and
Agree.
you got to bite small pieces off until you get where you
Yeah.
want to go.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.